Good morning, everyone. It is I, your man, Nipun Sharma, and welcome back to another video. It is currently 9 minutes past midnight on Friday the 5th of February, and these are the player ratings for yesterday's victory against Tottenham Hotspur. 0-1 from a Jorginho penalty. And I'll be honest, towards the latter half, towards the closing stages of the game, I got very scared that we could have bottled that and walk away with a point only. Their backup striker, Vinicius, across from Serge Aurier, just millimetres away from equalising. Harry Kane would have buried that, 100%. Anyway, enough of that. And yeah, a well-deserved 3 points. And if it wasn't for that, I honestly think it would have ended in a draw if Eric Dyer hadn't made that stupid tackle on Timo Werner. Anyway, with that being said, let's move on to our player rating. So starting off in goal, Edouard Mendy. He had almost nothing to do in the opening period of the game. A few routine stops here and there, but nothing troubled him. But he made one big save in 12 minutes to deny... with 12 minutes left to play, to deny Eric Lamela equalising. There was only one risky pass from the Senegalese Frenchman. He gets a 7. Now moving on to Cesar Azpilicueta, the defensive line. When he was used as a right back against Manchester City and Fulham, he was very difficult when it came to appearing and it was very difficult for him, and it appeared that he was ending his career. But he seems to be revived under Thomas Tuchel. Kept Song Heung-min quiet for the majority of the games, and he is no longer exposed in one-on-one situations. He gets an 8. Thiago Silva was really good in the first half an hour, but he was bought off 10 minutes before half-time because of an injury. I don't think he'll be back for at least the next 4 games. He gets a 6. I shall give an update on his injury when I know more about it. So stay tuned for that. Now, Antonio Rudiger, his centre-back partner. Very reliable and looks very revived under Thomas Tuchel. And yeah, he made the most amount of tackles of any of our defenders. He gets a 9. Reece James. This was the England international's first start under Thomas Tuchel, and he seamlessly slotted in quite well at right wing back. He got forward as well, and was a constant threat alongside fellow countryman Callum Hudson-Odoi. Not much of a threat in the second period, but he did his defensive work well. And he ended the game with 3 key passes, more than any of our players. He gets an 8. Jorginho, the Brazilian-Italian, has started every single game under Thomas Tuchel. And his possession helped Blues transition from defence to attack. And he's also back to penalty duties, which he converted one in this game, the only goal of the game for that matter. He was really he wasn't that influential in the second half, as Tottenham did start putting pressure on us, but he still kept the ball well under control. 7.5 for the Brazilian Italian. Now, moving on to Mateo Kovacic. He was really good today. And a call and a shout could be made for best player, but that is going to go to someone else who I will reveal later on in the video. And he was very close to doubling the score from 0-1 to 0-2. But he was replaced by N'Golo Kante at the 73rd minute. He gets a 7.5. Marcos Alonso. This was his 150th appearance as a Chelsea player. Even though he wasn't heavily involved in the opening 45 minutes, he was rather threatening in the second half when he tried to do that volley against Spurs like he did against Burnley, but unfortunately this time it hit the crossbar. And most importantly, Alonso defended quite well. And I think, should I say, he might have cemented his place as a regular starter. And Ben Chilwell might have to fight for his place now. Now moving on to Callum Hudson-Odoi. After an impressive performance he showed at wing back in Tuchel's first 2 games in charge as manager, Hudson-Odoi was moved back to his natural position, which was on the forward line. And he looked really threatening in the opening period of the first half. His movement across the front was intelligent, and no defender really took advantage of him. And he tracked back when needed. His influence on the game died down in the second half, since Tottenham upped their intensity, and was bought off in the 65th minute for Christian Pulisic. He gets a 7.5. Oh, I might have forgotten to rate Marcos Alonso. He gets a 7.5 as well. Now, Mason Mount. This has been his second consecutive start with Thomas Tuchel as manager. He was our best player in the first half, but his final third still needs working on. He was as influential in the second half as well, and he placed a ball on the plate for Timo Werner, only for it to be denied by Hugo Lloris. He is continuing to impress. And dare I say it, he's been better than Kai Havertz. Even though Kai Havertz has a higher ceiling and he will get better, do not get that twisted. But he was one of our best players today. He gets a 9 out of 10. Timo Werner. Now he's improving. I have full faith in this man. And I prove he will, and I think he will be a top centre forward for Chelsea and for Germany in the future. He was very effective in the first half, won us a penalty, which Jorginho dispatched. Was rather threatening in the second half as well, but was unfortunate enough not to get on the score sheet. And he was denied twice, once by an excellent save by Hugo Lloris, and a second one when Serge Aurier pulled out an excellent tackle. He gets an 8. This is probably the highest I've rated Timo Werner in one of my videos. Now, the substitutes. Andreas Christensen. This might be our centre-back for the next 4 games. And I'm quite worried, if I'm honest with you, because of Thiago Silva's injury. He managed to keep Son and Vinicius quiet. But yeah, he won a few headers and he made a crucial clearance, which if he didn't get involved, that would have most definitely been an equaliser for Spurs. He gets a 7. Christian Pulisic, who was subbed on for Callum Hudson-Odoi, almost got on the end of Mount's number of crosses, but Hugo Lloris denied him a goal. He gets an 8. N'Golo Conte, and he came on for Mateo Kovacic. This is the first time he has appeared in over a month, and he got booked as well. And he still needs to work himself back into the team. I mean, yeah, he needs to work himself back into the team since he's been out for so long. So anyway, now moving on to Thomas Tuchel, the manager rating. He gets a 7 out of 10. And my man of the match, Mason Mount. So now, with that being said, those are my player ratings for the game. Let me know yours in the comment section below. And I shall see you in the next video. Social media is in the description below. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications if you haven't already. And I shall see you in the next video. You have been a wonderful audience, and this is Nipun Sharma signing off. Peace. Up the Chelsea, and London is blue, and I'm out of here.